out there tonight, and I'll tell you, I'm hoping to have some fun too because I paid a lot more to get in this place tonight than you guys did. So my name is Max McGee, and I hail from the south side of Chicago. And I got my nickname from some famous football player who made the first touchdown in Super Bowl history, Max McGee. God, my parents hated that I had that nickname. Who wanted their kid to be named after the first guy who scored? So, yeah, I'm a nice Irish Catholic girl from the South Side. All right? And I'm married to a great guy, but you know what? He always wanted to move to Florida. And God, I hated Florida. I threatened for years to divorce him before he ever made me move down here. But obviously, I'm not allowed to get divorced in my church. But nothing says I can't keep bitching the rest of my life. And I know some of you are saying, oh my God, how did you survive living in Chicago? It's the murder capital of the world. Well, I don't know if you guys know, but it also was named the friendliest city in the country, which means that the guy who shoots you also gives you directions to the hospital. So we've been living in Florida for too many years at this point in time. But I finally got smart and I said, you know what, if I'm going to spend the last of my days here, I'm going to have to find some things to do. So I Googled fun things to do in God's waiting room. I've never seen Google come back blank. But I found a few things to do. I mean, there's a lot of wildlife in Florida. So I found this website about going to see giant beetles. Now, that's good wildlife. So I get in the car and I drive somewhere up near, the Panhandle. And what do I find? A junkyard of old Volkswagens. But the coolest thing, they still had some of those, hippie vans, the Volkswagen vans. I saw a group of hippies from the 60s still living in those Volkswagens. So I did the night, because that's really wildlife as far as I was concerned. So I did the good Chicago thing. I took out my gun, I shot him, and I told him how to get to Tampa Bay General. And how many of you have ever gone to, it's their Siesta Key sand carving contest? Have you guys ever been to that? It's pretty awesome. There are some wonderful artists there who create incredible things. I think I'm going to do that next year because I've had some experience building sandcastles with my grandparents in the crematorium. And one other thing I decided to do, I went kayaking with some friends one time, and they said, it's going to be fun. It was a stinky trip. We went when red tide was at its height. Then we get stuck in these mangrove tunnels, and a couple of us found ourselves just hanging off these damn trees. I'll tell you what, that's it for me in kayaking. Next time I want to hang around somewhere, I'm just going to my neighborhood bar. Yeah. The other thing I've started doing, even though it's God's punishment for those of us who retire early, I started playing golf. I figured, what the heck, you get to wear those nice short skirts and get your own set of balls. So I go over to the club and I signed up to play a round. I get stuck with 3 other women who I've never seen before in my life. This first one says to me, do you know who I am? No. I am the club champion. Oh my God, a champion, is that like a horse? The second woman comes up, I am a scratch golfer. I get really excited and I'm like, that means you can erase your bad scores and just keep the good ones. Oh. And then the third woman comes up and she says, don't let those ladies, really break your balls. They drive worse than Tiger Woods. So real quickly, I took a couple of golf lessons. I get up to the tee the first time, and I hit that first ball. Boom, 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 boom. Goes down the fairway. A worm burner, but it goes about half a mile down the fairway. My instructor goes, that was a foobie. Foobie. Fucked up, but effective. So the next one, I get up, I try again, and I just can't get that ball off the tee. Ugh. Instructor goes, Maxie, Lufu, look up, fuck up. And last but not least, I'm really embarrassed by now, and I'm like, I gotta get the last one. I've gotta do well. So I hit that ball, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful ball, huge arc, went up, hit maybe 10 yards in front of the tee box. I hear the instructor go, oh, she's got loft. And I'm like, oh, I got loft. Max, loft. You got lack of fucking talent. So anyway, thank you. I thought my last venture, because I'm a glutton for punishment, is taking comedy classes. And so now, as I leave you tonight, I would just ask that you don't yell loft until I'm out of the...
All right, folks.